Right now on 5 on your side at 10.
A violent attack inside the St. Louis City Justice Center. Tonight, a guard is recovering. Now his family is talking only to 5 on your side.
I was he was by himself. Was there another, protocol, other guard around him? I don't know.
She was the Queen of Carpet. Tonight, a look inside a St. Louis icon's closet and items up for sale to honor her memory.
Heat is the big concern once again tonight as temperatures slow to cool. How long we have to endure this dangerous heat?
Yeah, we've endured 3 days, straight days of excessive heat warnings, and we still have 3 more days to go. The triple-digit temperatures and the oppressive humidity are staying put. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Ann. All right, another day, another weather alert day. Let's get straight over to Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell with the weather first forecast.
You know, a lot of folks have said, hey, it's hot. We know it's hot. We have this in the summertime in St. Louis. This is different because of the amount of humidity that's going along with the heat. No, we're not breaking record high temperatures at this point, although that's certainly possible over the next couple of days. We'll be flirting with those daily records. 100 today, just 3 degrees shy of the record, but this morning's low, just 81 degrees. And we're in that same territory tomorrow. Right now, it's still 90 in St. Louis at 10 o'clock. And you add in the humidity, take that into account, it still feels like it's 103. We are not cooling off much during the overnight hours, nor will we as we head into tomorrow morning, which means we've got to kickstart that heat index right out of the get-go. And we're talking 115 to 120 in town for the heat index again tomorrow afternoon. There's not a whole lot of change coming over the next couple of days. The humidity stays high. This dangerous heat's going to last into Friday with a peak heat index running 110 to 120 tomorrow and Thursday. Then it looks like it backs off a little bit on Friday, and there is a big break coming this weekend. A reminder that CoolDownSt.Louis.org is a place where you can go not only for help, but you can also make easy online donations to help our seniors stay safe in this excessive heat.
And the excessive heat warning is impacting how students learn at a Metro East high school. New tonight, our Robert Townsend is live at, in Granite City to explain. Robert.
Hey there, Ann. You know, Granite City High School students will attend classes here remotely, and let me tell you, it's all because of the sweltering hot temperatures. The lingering heat wave is now temporarily halting all in-person classes for students at Granite City High School.
I think it's a good idea. We found out about it earlier this afternoon.
In a letter sent to parents, Superintendent Stephanie Can says the district is in the final stages of completing a summer HVAC project at the high school. She says the old system is still in place, but is heavily burdened by the excessive temperatures and is causing warmer temperatures inside the school building. As a result, for the rest of the week, students at Granite City High will learn remotely.
Some of the classrooms are warm.
Jana Moore's son is a 10th grader at the school. Her husband is also a football coach here.
You know, it's a good idea to bring them home so that they can remain safe while they still learn.
The superintendent says all students will follow their regular day schedule and attendance will be taken during each class period remotely. Night school will not be affected by the temporary heat-related change. Casey Broder's 2 daughters are juniors at the high school.
I'm okay with it. I'd rather be safe than sorry, just in case if the air does go out or they have any more issues, the kids would be at home, and especially kids with health issues.
So the new HVAC, hopefully that's a good upgrade to the building.
Now the students will return to in-person learning on Monday. We're live in Granite City. Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
For more information on cooling centers and how to stay safe in these dangerous temperatures, text the word HEAT to 314-425-5355. We'll send it to your phone.
New tonight, the daughter of a corrections officer who was held hostage at the city jail this morning is talking about the terrifying event. It comes as community leaders are calling for change. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon is live now outside the Justice Center with more on his exclusive interview. Brent.
Well, the 73-year-old victim's daughter tells me that he loves coming to work here every day. He's been doing it for about 20 years now, but that he never thought something like this would happen. And tonight, local advocates are saying it shouldn't have to. Take a look at this video inside the St. Louis Justice Center Tuesday, moments after 2 inmates held a 73-year-old corrections officer hostage, all over the food they were being served.
It's very scary.
The victim's daughter, who asked not to be identified, spoke with her father when he was recovering in the hospital.
He got a busted lip, and I think he got a concussion.
Officials say 2 inmates attacked the corrections officer and held him against his will.
For up to 2 hours, his life was in danger. He wasn't protected by the city that he serves. There is severe understaffing. They are not able to adequately handle the amount of detainees that they have accepted at that facility.
Today, the Commissioner of Corrections for the jail would not address how many officers were working, citing security reasons. When asked if there's a need for community oversight,
I think this is merely an operation issue and has nothing to do with oversight. They were operating the way they should have been.
Even with all of the procedures that are supposed to protect him, the procedures that the warden today said worked just as they should, his life was put in danger.
Even the 73-year-old's daughter is left with questions.
Obviously, he was by himself. Was there another protocol, other guard around him? I don't know. My dad is not mean. He's very nice. My dad would never, he does his job.
So the Jail Oversight Board is asking to see video footage of the series of events that led up to the hostage situation here. They're giving the city 48 hours to honor their request. I'll be checking in to see if it happens. We're live in St. Louis tonight. Brent Solomon, 5 on your side.
And this isn't the first time inmates have revolted at the City Justice Center. Back in early 2021, you'll remember, there were 2 separate riots. In both cases, inmates let themselves out of their cells, broke windows, set fire, and threw furniture out onto the street. That led to a $7 million renovation of the jail. Today, the Commissioner of Corrections says the city has made major changes since that unrest, including improving food options.
Tonight, 15 St. Louis City Sheriff's deputies are back on the job. They've been rehired and cleared to work again. Earlier this month, a judge ruled Sheriff Vernon Betts did not hire them using standard procedures. Under state law, they must undergo background checks and be vetted by a judge. One applicant did withdraw their application. Tonight, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is putting St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones on notice. He says her proposed gun legislation violates the Second Amendment rights of Missourians. The AG's warning comes just hours after Mayor Jones called for a ban on military-grade weapons in the city of St. Louis. It's one of the many proposed gun safety policies discussed at a community roundtable today. The proposed bill also includes preventing the transfer or sale of guns to minors and prohibits insurrectionists and people convicted of hate crimes from having guns. Mayor Jones calls gun violence a public health crisis and talked about how it's affected her own family.
Gun violence is a plague, and its painful touch has stung families across our region, and their experiences are sadly not unique in our city. I've been open about how gun violence has affected my family. The 7-year-old who accidentally shot himself just a few weeks ago was my cousin.
The bills the mayor wants to pass follow Board Bill 29, which the mayor has already signed into law. It regulates open carry in the city of St. Louis. The Board of Aldermen is expected to take up the new gun control legislation over the next several weeks.
Well, this weekend, you can buy items from the many closets of a Queen of St. Louis.
We're talking about the family of the late Becky Rothman, better known as Becky, Queen of Carpet. She's holding an estate sale for a good cause. Our Laura Barczewski talked with Becky's daughter tonight about why the family decided to honor her in this way.
Mike and Ann, all the proceeds from this estate sale this weekend will go to Dress for Success, something Becky's daughter Rachel says was so important to her.
Becky Rothman, the St. Louis Queen of Carpet, was known for her glamorous outfits and humor in commercials for her family flooring business.
Hi, I'm Becky, the Queen of Carpet.
Becky had been fighting kidney disease and died just 3 months ago, leaving behind a lasting legacy of community service and a home full of treasures.
So it's really funny because this is not something her and I discussed before she passed. And, so she has like 4.5 closets full of shoes and clothing, and I was like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff?
Her daughter, Rachel Reynolds, says that's the moment she knew her mom could give back to the community one more time.
Sure, so we're hosting an auction followed by an estate sale at the American Legion in Creve Coeur. Mostly formal and casual clothes, outerwear, accessories, bags and purses and shoes. All the proceeds will be donated to Dress for Success.
Reynolds says her mom worked with Dress for Success to get St. Louis women what they needed to thrive and be interview ready.
And she did help them pick out some clothes. She was wearing her green dress at the time and one of her crowns, and helped them pick out clothes, and they did little fashion shows for her, which she loved.
Dress for Success Global Ambassador Keisha Kent says Becky was an inspiration.
Growing up, to see the commercial, to see the energy, to see what she wore, to see her crowns always, it was really exciting as a girl, as a young adult as well, growing up in St. Louis.
Now Becky's treasures will find new homes, all while supporting future businesswomen just like her in the community she loved so much.
Such a pillar in our community, so why not do this? It's the perfect person to continue, and we'll make sure that we keep that legacy that she taught us. You look good, you feel good. It's a thing. It really is.
The estate sale is this weekend at the Creve Coeur American Legion on Saturday from 11 to 3 and Sunday 12 to 4. There's also an online auction going on right now, and again, all the proceeds will go to Dress for Success. Now, if you're wondering about her most famous pieces from the commercials, the family hopes to donate those to the Missouri History Museum. We have more info on KSDK.com.